My name's Rohan. I'm going to tell some jokes. I hope you guys like them. What else? I was talking to my doctor recently. My doctor said that he thinks I should start taking Valium. Because he's got all these fucking opinions about me and shit. He was like, Rohan, I think you should start taking Valium. I'm going to write you a prescription. And I was just like, oh, no, it's fine. I actually have a guy. I don't think we need to involve the government in this, you know? He was just like, Rohan, are you sure? It might be safer and easier to go through a pharmacist, you know? And I was like, that might be true, but I don't think the pharmacist is going to let me play his Xbox while I'm waiting. So for now, I'm going to continue to get my drugs free range. Remember, I was at the pub recently, and I was talking to a group of strange old men, because I'm gregarious. And I love talking to, like, old men at the pub, because they always just say, like, crazy shit to you. They'll give you warnings about stuff. They'll be like, don't ever have kids. It'll fuck your whole life up. Be like, I used to be a free man. Now I can't do anything. And you're like, man, it's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. And we're at the pub. And you just gave me a bump of cocaine. What exactly are these kids preventing you from doing? Like how much harder do you need to be living life, you know? But no, I was talking to these fellas, and one of them, he was telling us how a few years ago he used to be the manager of a strip club. And, you know, one of the other guys heard this, and he asked him if he'd ever had sex with any of the strippers. Because there were no girls around, so we were allowed to. The guy goes, in response to that question, he said, not as many as you'd think. And then he paused. And then he said, 4? And I just found that very interesting, you know, psychologically speaking, because, like, I think what happened is the answer's obviously 0, right? Like, which is a perfectly fine answer, really, but he said it in, like, a weird way at first, and I think then he felt insecure about that. So then he was like, I have to say a number. And then in his head he did, like, a calculation of, like, what's the biggest number I can say that still falls under the threshold of not as many as you'd think. And he nailed it, you know, 4 is that answer. But, like, the problem was he had paused so long doing the maths and stuff that, like, the conversation had kind of moved on. So he basically interrupted, like, a different conversation to say 4. And then we had to reply because he'd interrupted. But there's no way to reply to that without sounding like you're being sarcastic, you know? Like, he's like, 4. And you're like, fuck, that's sick, man. But, like, I don't know. It created an uncomfortable situation. But I just felt bad for the guy a little, you know? Like, I could sort of understand why he felt weird about what he had said. Because, like, you just, as a guy, you just would feel like you kind of blew it if you didn't have sex with any of the, you know, like if you didn't have sex with any of your employees at the strip club. Like, I don't know, I feel like it would just kind of be like if you'd been in World War II but you hadn't killed anyone. It's like, it is morally shaky, but I do feel like a pussy for having missed out. And, you know, then you're like an old man, you're talking to your grandkid, and they're like, Granddad, did you shoot any Nazis in the war? And you're just like, not as many as you'd think. 4. But yeah, I'll tell you another thing. I remember I went to high school one time. And I remember while I was at high school, there was a rumour going around, an urban myth, if you will. And the myth was that the singer Marilyn Manson had had one of his ribs removed so that he could more easily suck his own penis. I don't know if anyone else heard this one back in the day. Yeah, all the right people did. Very interesting to me as a high schooler, I can tell you. Made me think about a few different things. First and foremost, made me think like, holy shit, it was the ribs the whole time. Thought it was more of a neck thing. other thing it made me think surely if you're going to remove one of your body parts to more easily suck your own penis, you just remove like your penis. Just have it like a, Zupa Duper or something like that. But I'd say the main thing it made me think about was about the other guy who's really famous for having one of his ribs removed, which is Adam from the Bible. I don't know if you guys are across this fella, but like, it got me thinking like maybe we got the story wrong the whole time. Maybe what actually happened is Adam removed his own rib so that he could more easily access his penis with his mouth. Because it was him that got tempted by the snake, but it was the one coming out of his hips. And then maybe God saw what he was doing and got disgusted, and that's the real reason that we got kicked out of paradise. Like, maybe God saw what Adam was doing and got real mad, because as we all know, God's a homophobe. And like, maybe he was just sort of like, Adam, man, that's fucking gross. You got to take that somewhere else, all right, buddy? This is supposed to be the Garden of Eden, not the Garden of Eden your own cum. Then like him and Eve are leaving, and she's just like, what the hell was that about? And he's like, it's because you ate that fucking apple. I feel like it's kind of hard to know what the right thing to do is in a lot of situations. And I'll give you an example of this. Like, when I was a little kid, 11 years of age, I used to like get the train all the time. And every time I was at the train station, I'd see this old guy in a wheelchair, like struggling to wheel himself down the platform. So one day I'm like, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to offer to push him up the platform. And I did it, and he was like, thank you so much. And like, I start pushing him, and I'm just feeling like I'm being a real good kid, But then like, as I'm pushing him, this like other guy stops us, this adult man stops us, and he just goes to me, excuse me, mate, you seem like you're a good kid and you're trying to do the right thing, but I think you should know, that old man is a pedophile. He's well known in the area. And then that guy, he just like walked away, As if he was just like, I've given this 11-year-old boy enough information to make an informed decision, and now on with the rest of my day. And I wish he'd stuck around, because I had many questions, most of them being like, is that true what you said? Because it feels like a weird thing to lie about. But then I was also like, well, maybe that's like a prank that he does, Like, maybe when he sees a little kid trying to do the right thing, he hits him with that line. He's like, sees a kid giving his seed up to a pregnant lady. He's like, excuse me, you should know that pregnant woman's a pedophile. The father of that kid is 6 years old. But like, either way, I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out. I'm 11, right? And I was just like, I didn't know what to do, so I just kept pushing the guy. Which I'm not proud of, but it's true. And like, as I'm pushing him, this old guy, he's turning around to me and he just keeps saying over and over again, it wasn't me, which I didn't consider to be an incredible defense at the time. So I was like, well, that means it was someone. But like, either way, like, as I'm pushing him, I'm also being like, is it wrong to help like an evil like, should I not be pushing this guy? And then as I'm having all these thoughts, a second guy stops me. And he was like, said the same thing. Like, excuse me, mate, you should know that old guy's a pedophile. But like, I was so spun up, I just cut him off and yelled at him and said, I know. And then just kept pushing the old guy. And I wonder sometimes what that guy thought was going on. Like, was I in some sort of pedophile apprenticeship program or something like that? But either way, formative event. Still really affected the way I view people. I'd say even to this point, I still don't fully trust pedophiles. But